So, good morning, everyone. We begin with chanting Universal Well-Being. May I abiding well-being in freedom from affliction, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may I maintain well-being in myself. May everyone abiding well-being in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may they maintain well-being in themselves. May all beings release from all suffering, and may they not be parted from the good fortune they have attained. When they act upon intention, all beings are the owners of their action, and inherit its results. Their future is born from such action, companion to such action, and results will be their home. All actions with intention, be they skillful or harmful, of such acts there will be the heirs. So today is the December 23rd, and tomorrow will be a Christmas Eve, important holiday in the Christian world, and important holiday, I think, in general in many countries, and even those people who are Buddhist, I heard, that have a small Christmas tree and gather with families. We are one of them. We have a wonderful Christmas tree here. And one of the customs, the tradition during the Christmas time is making offering of gifts, right? Exchanging the gifts. You can say this is whole industry that many millions euros are spent to surprise, to offer something for loved ones, for the families, and so forth. Even I see we have some gifts here next to the Christmas tree here in the monastery. And I'm not sure that people actually know what's the origin of the story. Why people gives the gifts in the Christmas time. So it's came from New Testament of the Bible. So a little bit reconnecting to my Christian genes. It's actually one of the reasons is when the baby Jesus was born in Bethlehem. The three wise men following the star and visit him. The Melchior, Balthazar, and Caspar, if I'm not mistaken. And they want to welcome this newborn baby and express the kind of honor, offered the gold, the frankincense, and myrrh. So this is a kind of the origin. Of course, I will not go to the story about Santa Claus. Maybe it will be another time. Maybe in the Christmas time we can talk about Santa Claus. But it's interesting if we look in it's not as a just Christian phenomena. The celebrate the end of the year and exchange the gifts and so forth. Also in the Jewish tradition is the Festival of Lights, Hanukkah, similar spirit. Or in the Indian tradition, I think is Pancha Ganapati, what is the honor the Lord Ganesh. People as well offer the gifts. And even if we count in the historical context, the tradition in the Christian world, or in ancient Rome, in this time, from December 17 to December 23rd, was a big festival of, they call, I know how to say in English, Saturnalia. What is the celebration of the god Saturn? What is the god of agriculture? It's a very important moment when there's the big festivals, fests, and public kind of eating and public kind of party. And even the slaves were treated as equals in this time. And people exchange the private gifts as well. And I recently read that interesting kind of the passage from the book of the Polish priest, by the way. I think Krzysztof Głowacz is his name. And he says that the students, some students in Poland, I think, were asked, what is the difference between the gifts and the present? And they said, the present are usually a material thing. It could be a book, maybe a flower, or some small souvenir. But the gift is a person. Gift is a person. It's the father, it's the mother, it's maybe a brother or sister or friend. This is can be considered as a gift. And he says, when we understand that, it very simplify the nature of the presence, of the gifts, what we're giving. Become more meaningful, more important, and simple. And it's interesting, the one that when we experience the gifts as when we experience the gift that a person is waning, there is maybe a wanting of justifying the lack of relationship through the gift. And we can see sometimes maybe in some family, father is not very present or travel somewhere, kind of absent in home. And it could be a wish to compensate the kind of lack of connection through the gift. He says that the gifts, where they're very expensive, are kind of disturbing. This is the kind of alarm bell. And the true deep gifts coming from the meeting, from the connection, from the deep dialogue, for the care. And I want to tell I have recently a conversation with one of the volunteers at Vedut Vihara, who surprisingly, in the end of our 3 months retreat, offer to the 4 men's, I can say present or the gift, the very nicely done kind of wooden hangers. And I asked him a few days later, hi, can you tell me, how it's happened? How, uh, why you decided to do gifts, and how long take you to make them? Because everything is one handmade, this beautifully done. He says that when first time I came to Redwood Vihara, it was we just appeared after the fire. He found that the one partly burned redwood trees, and he asked, "Can I take to my home?" Us, he says, "Sure, no problem." And he bring to this home and just was there. And finally, he had this idea. Oh, maybe I make the special gift. He says, "I very like this for guys. I want to make some offering for them." And he says, "I don't go to Home Depot and buy something." He's a very practical guy. If you're waiting for gifts, you're going to Home Depot usually. But no, it's no meaning. It's no meaning there if I'm just spend money and give something. So he says, how he started thinking, designing to this kind of hanger and using this redwood, part of the redwood tree. He says, well, I have to do research to find the hangers to put in. He also installed the kind of small Buddhas, made kind of like from the jade made maybe, to each hanger. And well, it was not easy to find them. I have to go to some shops. I talked to salesman. He didn't have in inside in the shop, so he bring him some other place and find out this 4 nice kind of small statues. So he says it took me 1 week to do it. A lot of care, a lot of considerations, and I can say it's a real appreciation of relationship. It's not just a small present. This is a true meaning there. And I think, wow, this is something very inspiring. So now is this holiday season. Maybe the one way, maybe people gather people. It's an opportunity to appreciate the true gifts, the people who are around us, maybe your children, maybe your spouse or father or mother, and the gifts or presents what we offer don't have to be very expensive. Maybe it could be a card, maybe it could be a cake. But there also is very important this deep care and what is behind the gifts or presents what we offer. Very often this is kind words, the deep atmosphere of care. And this is kind of deepen the relationship, and we can experience the true gifts. So I think time is up. So this it for today. And now is the practice 3 steps, 1 bow.